Why did he marry me? What do you mean? I mean, he loves her so much. But why did he marry me? Don't you want to marry him? I want to, but now everything changed. I don't know that. He loves her. You were mad in love with him. Yeah, but now I don't want to live with him. I thought he's so good man. But he's so heartless. Why? He never told you about her. How can you know that he's in love with her? I'm not a kid. I can understand everything. The way he talks to her, the way he behaves with her, why he behaves so nasty with her. She's not his wife. Yeah, you are right, but did he know that you love him? No, he married me because of our business. I will never tell him that I love him. I always behave rude with him. Could never show him. He don't deserve you. Yeah, but I can't live with him because I don't have anyone. My parents came to meet never meet me after my marriage. Yeah, we have been going there for years. We will miss you. You are a very kind person. I will miss you too. You are a very innocent girl. I'm not innocent. I'm dumb. Who said that? I observed that. You are really an innocent girl. I like your personality. Really, you are the first person who said that. Nobody likes me. My family always behaved rudely with me. They call me childless. You are childish because of them. They always left you. They never wanted you. Ryan, if you ever needed me, then call me. This is my number. I will call you. Okay, suddenly his cell phone started ringing. He picked up the call and said, I'm coming, Dad. Goodbye. Celine, goodbye. They both got up and went out. Celine looked at her before sitting down in the car and smiled. She waved her hand while smiling. He looked at her husband before her and sat down in the car. She sadly waved her son and turned around and started walking towards the mansion. Her husband looked at her and said, in the room. She entered and lay down on the bed on her stomach. He entered and said, you are sad because your friend is gone. She wrote her letters after reading his voice and said, yes, don't worry, I'm with you. She chipped and grabbed herself and bring my suit here. I want to take a shower. Okay, she got up and saw him shirtless and he's opening the button. She walked in the closet. I'm with you, huh? Look who's saying the man who married his wife just for business and has a girlfriend. Now I really don't care about him. His girlfriend hate him. I hate her so much. She tightened her grip on his clothes. Calm down, calm down. Nobody cares about you. Why he was just acting. I also want someone to love me. Why do people betray me? I love everyone from my heart, but they just played with it. This is my life, a boring life. What are you thinking about? She flinched and turned around. He was standing in a towel and looking at her. Nothing. She handed him his clothes and started walking. He looked at her. Why are you behaving so weirdly? Because I'm crazy. Yeah, this is true, he said while smiling. She went out of the room. She came out of this closet and opened the door of the room and saw her. What are you doing here? I came here to meet Shanku, Bia said. Why? Who are you to him? She only said. Ask him. One floater pros. He came out of the closet and looked at them. Bia, what are you doing here? I came here to meet you. Via rolled her eyes and turned to him. Who is she? She controlling her anger. She is my partner. Partner? He hummed. She nodded and walked out angrily, her eyes filled with tears. People will call her crazy that she started crying after hearing at the partner. But those who are meant to be loved are not seen that way either. She loved him when she was 5 years old. She can't see him like this and with another girl. She's not just a business partner, she's so special for him. She thought that. She sat there and closed her eyes. I think so much jealousy is not necessary because if they are really just friends, but what about the rumors I hear? In the evening, she's still hitting there. Only God, Vine, how can you believe that he really loves her? It's just a rumor. My heart says, Vine, don't think negative. Don't put so much pressure on your heart. Just stop thinking negative and about his behavior. He is always like this. He is the same as he was years ago. Then why did he talk to her so nicely and lovely? Did you see him talking to her? No, I heard that. Why are you believing on rumors? Okay, bye. I will call you later. Why? She cut the gun and suddenly a black car stopped when he came out of his jar dropped after seeing her sitting on the edge. She was sitting there while hanging her head. Why? And he shouted, what are you doing there? Get down. She looked at him and ignored him. I said, get down. Why? I want to sit here. Just leave me alone. He ran into the mansion. We all walked behind him. He came and pulled her towards him. Are you crazy? Do you want to die? I'm not going to die. Just leave me. No, you are going with me. We are standing there while looking at them. He picked her up and walked out. He put her on the bed. You are not going there again. Say whatever you want. He closed his eyes because of anger. I'm saying this last time. Understand? She turned her face angrily and he opened the button of his shirt and hovered on her. In the middle of the night. I don't understand what is true. I should believe in Celine. I just shouldn't believe in rumors. You are the most precious person in my life. I can never hate you. I always want you beside me. I always want you with me. I want to do everything with you. You are why I love you. Why are you not sleeping? Just sleep and don't overthink. She closed her eyes and didn't know when she fell asleep in his arms. The next morning, Mohan was sitting in the bathtub and was looking outside, but suddenly she looked in the mirror and she screamed. He flinched and turned. Fine, are you crazy? What are you doing here? Because I want to. He put the paste on the toothbrush and looked at her. She slides in the tub, clipping her face out. He chuckled. Why are you feeling shy? Because you are standing here. But I have seen. He looked at her and said, cheeks turned red. Go out. Okay, he said while brushing his teeth and walked out. She had a son, but he put his hand on her shoulder. She flinched and looked at him. What do you want now? I have a meeting today, so come out. Okay. Okay. He walked out. She had us and put her head on the bathtub. Why would I believe in rumors from now on? I will start thinking positively. I think so. He also loved me. He changed. She was smiling, but her eyes were closed. He stood there and just watched her. Pia came out of the car and looked at her. You are talking so much interest in her. He looked at her. Yes, because she is my wife. She is your wife, then who I am. He takes a pace and walked towards her, leaving Bia alone. When she looked at him, come, let's go. Where? It's a surprise. She got up and they both started walking. Bia was watching them. He opened the door and they both entered. Wow, it's so beautiful, she said and looked at him. This is my old secret garden. I used to come here when I was in your age. Now I don't have any time to visit this place, so you can come in and stand up, root up. Okay. He smiled and looked at the old frame. He walked towards the frame and saw the pic of his parents. He touched the frame. I still miss you. He turned and looked at her. She was checking the garden happily. He sat down on the couch and watching her. After a month later, Janko, can you take me with you? No. Why? Please take me with you. I said no. Do you understand Spanish? She flinched. Why are you shouting at me? Her eyes deep filled with tears. Why are you behaving rudely with me? What happened to you? He ignored her and went out. She sat down on the bed while crying. What happened to him? She sobbed. Suddenly her cell phone started ringing. She picked up the call. On the call, hello, Anne. Celine. She started crying loudly. What happened? He worriedly asked. I don't know what happened to him. He again started behaving rudely with me. And his behavior hurts me. I can't handle this. Don't cry, Ryan. I think so. It's because of work and pressure. No, I think he's betraying me. How can you know? My heart says I'm his wife. I love him so much. I can sense that he's with someone. No, he's not with someone. I can't handle his behavior. Why don't you think that his behavior kills me silently? He stopped talking to me. He stopped sleeping beside me. He started ignoring me. He's always with that girl. I hate her. Why don't you talk to him? He will listen to you. Celine got quiet and just listened to her. She was so broken and talked to him about everything. Celine and Wayne are his fellows. He is the cousin of Django. Celine only lives, but he didn't want to hurt her feelings. At night she was sleeping on the bed while looking outside. He didn't come back. She lay down. Why he don't understand that his behavior will kill me. What happened to him? Tears fell from her eyes while thinking about him. The next day she got up and ran in the bathroom while throwing up. Doctor came for her and they checked her and they congratulated her. 2 days later, he still didn't come back. She was waiting for him impatiently. He must be happy to hear about this. I want to tell him. She got up. Do you know where is he? She asked from her God. Yes. Take me with you. Okay. She smiled and he opened the door for her and she stepped in. She was ready to see his reaction. She was happy and nervous. She thought that the news will change him. She just wanted to see him happy. The driver stopped the car in front of the house. Thank you. She stepped out of the car and walked towards the house. She opened the door and entered inside. When she entered, she saw Bia in a wedding dress. He was sitting on the couch tiredly. She grabbed her and walked towards them. Janku, he opened his eyes and looked at her with surprise. What is going on here? One looked at Janku and his clothes with whom? With Janku, what is this true? He didn't say anything. How can you do this? He stayed silent. She walked towards him. Why and go back? Why? Because he wanted to spend a beautiful night with her, am I right? Why and go back? The driver will drop you. Tell me, she shouted. He looked at her angry and grabbed her shoulders. You don't know anything, so it's better for you to go back. What if I don't? Then I to see my other side. I already see your other side, nasty man. She angrily then and ran out. He came out of the house while crying, and the driver opened the door of the car, but she ignored him and walked past by him. She started walking alone on the road. She doesn't know where to go, but she doesn't want to go back to him. Suddenly, a few cars stopped in front of her. She stopped and looked at her. A few men came out of the car and threw inside her car. Jung hardly kicked the glass table and went out. Bia sat down and started picking up her things. He came out and walked towards the car, but she's not in the car. Then where is she? She walked that way. He got angry and he grabbed him by the collar of his shirt. And you let her go. He threw him on the ground and ran behind her. He searched for her in every corner of the forest, but she is nowhere. And then he came to know that he kidnapped her. He kidnapped her. How? I did everything to save her, but he kidnapped her. He sat down on the ground while saying this, while on the other hand, he was sitting there while looking outside from a small hole. Suddenly, someone added and she looked at him. He smiled and sat down in front of her. Now tell me, what do you want to eat? No, I am full. Why, what happened to an innocent soul? He married her. With Via? How can you know this? Everyone knows that he loves her even though she is the daughter of his enemy. He loves her so much, but you know she's just using him. She's using him. He's so dumb because he hurts you even though that you love him so much. But what will you do to me? Will you torture me? No, I will never torture you. I just came here to see his wife. You are really a innocent. People call you dumb. People call me dumb. I know they call me unlucky and dumb. Now I'm used to these words. You're not dumb, innocent girl. He got up and went out while locking the door from outside. She burst out into tears as soon he went out. She hugged her legs and started crying like a baby. Why always me? First my parents neglected me and they always loved my other siblings and then my husband loved another girl. Kevin was standing outside her cell and smoked after listening to her. He looked at his personal secretary and saw him smoking. Started working with a pot smoke on his face. This is what I want, his instruction. Congratulations, boss, you got success in your mission. Through a party, Matthew nodded and they both went out. Young entered the room and sat down on the bed miserably. He lay down on the bed and closed his eyes. He was feeling that someone stabbing his heart. His mind is full of her. He lost her. Suddenly his hand touched something. He grabbed the file and saw that his tears started falling. He immediately got up and ran out. He tried to hack his system, but all in vain. He just used me to fulfill his needs. I was right because he married me because of business. He always loves her and used me. She holds her head because her head starts spinning. She closed her eyes but couldn't get him out of her mind. Suddenly the door opened and Kevin entered. She looked at him and sat straight. He came and sat in front of her. I bring your medicine and food for you. I know you haven't eaten anything since morning. I don't want to eat cheese or cracks. Why don't? Why? And why are you punishing yourself? I hear that you are very good at painting. Yeah, I want you to try a house for me. As you try, I will make the same for myself. Good girl, I've been thinking that how can he not fall in love with you? I mean, you are the dream girl of some boys. Not everyone has same choice. He likes bold girls and I'm not bold. He also likes intelligent girls and I'm not intelligent. She's intelligent, that's why he married her. Yeah, but she's so intelligent, how can he forget that? He deserves your hate. Eat as much as you can. I will not hurt you. He's your enemy. He is my enemy, but you are not. Don't think that I will hurt you, okay? Why don't you put that button? She looked at the photo and again her eyes filled with tears. She started crying after marrying that he got married to another woman. The woman he loves and admires. She sobs while eating. Boss, for torture is best for her. For who? Of course, for his wife. I'm not going to torture her. Okay, but she didn't do anything, and that man married her just for business. She's an innocent girl, so she doesn't deserve this mess. Don't say that again, okay, boss? The next morning, Van opened her eyes and heard the talk of maids. She sat down and rubbed her eyes. She looked at the small door and the sun rays touched her face. She looked at the door and heard why he's so giving so much importance to her. She is many wife of his enemy. She's just a normal girl. Van looked down again later. She looked at the ceiling, her eyes were starting and tired because of too much pain. She was feeling so weak. I can't believe he did this to me. I love him so much, but he did this to me. A few minutes later, Van opened her eyes because of the sound of the door. She sat down at the maid's place, dishing in front of her. She smiled and said, "Thank you. We were talking about something. Can you tell me about it?" They turned and smiled weirdly. "So you heard everything?" How he told you he made them sit in the pot boiling water and then they poured them to drink that boiling water. It is the worst. He did worse than this. This is nothing in front of his daughter. But we are so surprised because he didn't harm you. Do you have any connection with him? No. I think so, he got ended. What are you talking about? Just go from here. The Norwegian went out. He also went out, leaving her alone. She grabbed the spoon and started eating the food. While on the other hand, Kevin, she didn't have any connection with you, so give her back to me. Do everything you want to do. I will not give her back, son. Also, she hates you and wanted to leave you. But it's better for you to leave her. After saying this, he got the Kajungu angry, threw his cell phone on the couch. She starts hating me. I do everything for her, and she starts hating me and wants to leave me. Send a few which was there. I can't believe alone. Get out, what? I said, get out of here. She shouted. She flinched and her eyes filled with tears. She turned and went out. He barely looked at the files. Ryan was sitting alone, but suddenly someone entered. She looked at the woman and, "My name is Jelena and boss ordered me to take you out of here." Okay, she got up and they both went out. She came out and saw him standing there with his cards. He turned around and his face changed because of sunlight. She stood in front of me and, "How are you feeling?" "Wine, I'm okay." "Good to hear him. But I asked you to try a house for me." "Yes, and more." "So this is your place. Sit here and draw, and you are free to walk here with Jelena." She looked at the chair and table. "I hope you understand." After saying this, he started walking with his card. She looked at Jelena and she challenged her to sit down. Juan nodded and sat down. After 6 months. She came out and looked at him. He was standing in the balcony of his room and was looking at the flowers. She got lost in his beauty. He looked at her and smiled. Serena is looking at them weirdly. "He came back." "Yes, he came back last night." "Do you want to tell something?" "Yes, I want to tell you that he came in with a girl." "What, a girl? With a girl? Who is she?" "Nobody knows. Maybe she is his sister." "Okay," she sighed. Again looked at him and smiled. Kevin smiled at her and after that came into his room. He grabbed his cell phone and dialed his number. She smiled and, "Mom, the girl Janko, I have a news for you. I don't want to hear and just give her back to me." "No, no, now." "What the hell you want from me?" "Nothing, but the news is that your wife fell in love with me." What do you mean?" He asked me, surprised. "I mean, she fell in love with me." "This is not true. How can she?" "And I'm feeling so happy." "Give her back to me. I'm ready to give you everything. Just give her back. I don't need anything from you. Because I have the most precious thing in my house." Kevin got the girl got well. Your destruction is starting now. She hates you so much and was ready to do everything to destroy you. She didn't know that you didn't marry Pia and what that was a plan to stop me, Mr.